Hi everyone, it's Sav Mangan and Jacob Wade from FowlTalkers, and welcome to another edition of Talking Fowl 101. Today we're going to go through what we'd call, I guess, advanced calling techniques, and by this it's calling in pairs. So when two or more hunters are in a blind together and you're calling at certain species of ducks, and how you're going to approach that. Basically what you want to try and achieve is trying to sound like multiple ducks on the water, like your decoys are one flock of ducks. And the way to do that is by basically having one guy that leads, and he leads the way in terms of the calls that he's producing, and then the other callers mould in around him so as to try and not replicate the same calls at the same time. So you can see all the other Talking Fowl clips which detail how to get each call in the series done. But this is basically, we're just going to run you through what each of the black duck, mountain duck, grey teal and wood duck sound like when you're calling in pairs, and trying to work around each other to make it sound as real as possible. So we'll start with the black duck. So as you can hear, we're sort of getting into we're essentially using the same calls, whether single quacks or feed calls or greeting calls or comeback calls, but we're trying to make it sound like there's different ducks doing those sounds throughout the time. Onto the grey teal, I guess we sort of use, we use a sweet talker and a teal whistle, and the teal whistle is what the male sounds like, and basically we try and mix the two of them up together at the same time, just to mix it up a little bit. So I'll be running the grey teal call, that chatter, and going with that, and this is what it sounds like all together. So you can see Jacob there was using the teal whistle. That's a nice easy call if you're out in the field and you've got someone that doesn't really know how to use a duck call. It's a great way to get them started. And then the other guy's just running the teal call as it is. Coming into the mountain duck and the wood duck, the two of these are quite similar in that you can't really mix them up too much, especially more so with the wood duck. You can play around with the pitch and get that to sound different in terms of high pitch or lower pitch calls, but we also throw in a cluck with the wood duck, which you'll hear them do oftentimes, and it's really about trying to, again, get those two distinct sounds happening at the same time. So one person leads and the other person follows, and try not to do the same call at the same time. So wood duck sounds like this. So that's the wood duck, as you can see, a little bit of variation in pitch, but basically throwing in those clucks with it. And the last one is the mountain duck call, which you can really sort of get excited with and go fast or go slow. And oftentimes we'll also throw in a bit of a feed call in there, or a cluck as well, just to mix things up. But mountain duck is something you can have a lot of fun with, because both of you can throw out different pitches in a mountain duck call and make it sound like there's multiple ducks there. So quite enjoy this one, but it sounds something like this. So there you have it. That's basically how we approach calling ducks when we're calling in pairs, and a lot of the times we are working together. But duck calling in itself is fun. It's even more fun when you've got other mates in the blind there with you, and you're all calling ducks together and getting them to commit to the decoy spread and shooting them. So like we said, it's not so much about how to call in this clip. It's about how to work those calls in together. If you want to see any of those calls that we've done in this session, by all means go and have a look at our YouTube channel. We've got Talking Fowl clips there for every call and tuition on how to do it. But we hope you found this useful, and get out there and enjoy it. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.